Recording is on.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend, where we take formats such as yoga and Tai Chi, Pilates, and ballet bar and mix it all together for a wonderful workout that tones and strengthens the legs, the core, the upper body, and just gets the heart rate up and elevated a little bit as we focus on some big muscle groups that we'll be using today. Also, a lot of balance involved in today's class. So if you have a small chair or access to placing your hand against a wall, that will be nice for you today as we focus on balance. I also have a yoga mat, a yoga strap, and a block and a blanket. Those might be necessary items for you to utilize as props as we move through the class today. Let's start standing with a Tai Chi warm-up. And we'll just begin to center and ground and focus today, taking your legs out nice and wide. Soften your knees. Sink down into the legs, tuck your tailbone under, and zip up through your core. Nice long spine, lengthen through the crown of the head. And we'll begin to breathe. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, let the hands float down. If you'd like to, you can even close your eyes for these first few breaths. And we're really taking any distraction away from our space today. So if you're working from home, we'll just set that to-do list on the back shelf for a little while, as you've given yourself this time and this gift to move your body. Now we'll rise up with the legs, straighten them as the arms float, and bend them as the hands fall. And you decide how low you'd like to go into those knees. We're just getting started, so be gentle. Make sure your knees are tracking over your feet. Now we'll add a block. So we inhale, bend your elbows and push forward. And then lower the arms, inhale, and press. Now you can create your own tension in your body as you push. So I want you to imagine that you're pressing something heavy away from you and tighten the muscles in your chest, in your shoulders, your triceps and biceps, even in your forearms as you flex your wrists. And we're warming up those joints. We'll do one more. Rise back up. And we'll step the feet tight together with the toes turned out. We'll take a small step out to the right and bend your knee, and then push away and step back in. Step out to the right, bend, and step in. So this next Tai Chi movement just involves this action in the lower body. Stepping out, pushing away. We'll add the left arm, circle it out, and push across. Circle out, push across. And use your gaze. Look towards the side and look where you're pressing. This will start to add a little bit of rotation of your body. So you can just maintain this action with the left arm, or we can add the right arm, come across, and leave your palm up right next to your waistline. Come across, turn your palm up, push. Just a nice fluid movement involving warming up the shoulders. And the last piece, we'll add the breath with it. So we exhale on the block And inhale as the arms circle. Breathing in and out through the nose, or you can breathe in through the nose and a little exhale through the mouth, like you're blowing out of a straw. We'll do 2 more. 1 more. And step together. Stepping out just to the left, bend your knee, push away. So we're noticing how we're feeling in the knees. We don't want to take it too much over the toe. So if you bend the knee a lot but step out in a short stance, that's really tough on the knee joints. So you want to take a big step and a soft bend in the knee. And then the right arm, circles and blocks. This is a gentle movement, and just let your arm be relaxed and flowing. Just a really nice, beautiful movement. Follow the hand. Look to the right as it circles. Look to the left as you press. Anytime you're ready to add in that opposing arm, they circle together. The palm turns up as if you're holding a little cup in your left hand. And then we add the breath. Inhale, circle. Exhale, block. You might be feeling some nice warming in that left thigh. So we're essentially doing a little baby lunge over and over, contracting that muscle, bending and pushing away. So we're contracting the front of the thigh, a little bit of the glutes. And 1 more this side. Breathe in and block. Step together. Now, if you have a yoga strap, let's gather that up. If you don't have one close by, that's okay. We'll step the legs out nice and wide. We'll take the hands about shoulder width or wider, a little bit wider than shoulders, and just inhale, reach that strap up. Exhale to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, lower the arms. Breathe in. To the left, breathe out. Really feel that nice lat stretch. Now as the arms rise, sink down into the legs. Side bend. And rise up. Sink down into the legs. And stretch. Good, so without that yoga strap, just lift your arms up, but create some tension in your shoulders and stretch them over. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more each side. And last one to the left. And come center. So with the strap, we'll lift the arms up just under shoulder height. Pulling out on the strap, sink down into your legs. So we're engaging the muscles of the upper back and the triceps. We'll do some small little pulses here, down and up. So we're moving into bar style training, down and up. So bar movements are small, not a big range of motion. We engage in the core, pulling the belly in. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, down and hold. We hold, up, hold, up, hold, up. Now, if your arms are getting tired, you can bring them down, but I want you to still create some tension on the band. Good. Rhythm is down and hold, up, hold, up, hold, up, hold. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rise up. Take the arms up. Take a stretch. Bring it up. Lower down. One more time to the other side. Just gives us some movement to the shoulders. And lower. Take your feet closer together. Pilates, position 1. Heels are tight together, inner thighs connected. Arms can be low, medium, or high, or you can use a chair for balance. Raise up off the heels. 1 and down. 2 and down. 3. Good. Nice calf raises here. Lifting and lowering. Working balance, stability. Again. Arms can drop. You find a comfortable place. Just create that tension in the upper back and shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise the arms up. Take a side bend. Center and lower down. Other side. Lift, stretch, and lower down. All right, arms are halfway. Balancing on your right leg. Left knee comes up. If you need your chair for balance, you're just going to hold on with your hand or your wall. So we have the knee turned out. The toe is turned in toward you. We'll extend the leg, straight and bend, straight and bend, straight and bend. Now the knee doesn't have to be high up. We can be right in here, but we want the pelvis to stay nice and engaged. We have 8, 7. Now really straighten that leg out so you engage the quadricep. 4, 3, 2, straighten and hold. We go down, up, down, up, down, up. Good. If arms are tired, drop and down, up, down, up. 8 more leg lifts. 8, up, 7, up, 6. Good. Standing legs should be feeling it too. And 3, 2, and 1. And pull that leg back in. Inhale the arms. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up. Lower down. One more time. Stretch. And down. All right, choose that place for your arms that feels comfortable. Shift your body weight into your left leg. Right knee lifts. We have a turnout, so the ankle is across. Straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Good. So even though we don't have weights in our arms, this is some nice training for the shoulders. So we're feeling that work there. 8 more, straighten it out. 8, 7, 6, all the way to straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, straighten and hold. Lower the leg, down and up, down and up. So I have my thigh laterally rotated. I have a turnout. So I'm leading with a little bit of my inner thigh towards the ceiling. 10, 9, chair for balance. 8, 7, 6, 5, long spine, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close the heels together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Side bend. Up and lower down. One more to the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and relax. All right, if you're using your chair for balance, have it close by towards one end of your mat. And we'll face that chair and step the right foot back into Warrior One lunge. So I'm stepping back, turning out that back foot a little bit. Reach the arms up. So working on balance here, we'll start to shift our body weight forward into that front leg, sweeping the arms behind you into javelin. Now, as you come forward, you'll feel a little stretch in your back, heel, and through your calf. Make sure you're not bending over at the waist. So we're just leaning forward, leaning into the wind, and feel the work in this front leg. Now press yourself away, reach up, and then hinge forward. I want you to imagine you have a beach ball between your hands. So when you reach up, squeeze your arms together. And then as you bring your hands behind you, squeeze that beach ball behind your back. And breathe it up. And take it back. So your choice is to continue with this, or we'll add a balanced pose as we shift forward. Lift the back foot off the floor, Warrior 3, and you can have your hands down to your chair. Step your foot back, reach the arms, Warrior 1. Shift forward into javelin or lift up and balance. Inhale. Going at your own pace. Nice and stable through that standing leg. Now we have one more, and we'll hold the Warrior 3, lifting up. So if you need that chair, now's the time to take a little fingertip, and we'll lift the back leg, a small lift, up and up, up, up. 4 more, tight core, 3, 2, and 1. Step that foot back and reach up. Press the palms at your heart, step forward with the back leg. And just shake out that standing leg after that work into the stabilizing of the pelvis. And then step your left foot back into your Warrior 1. So we don't want to turn that back foot out a whole bunch so that we can press into the heel and feel that stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale into javelin, so we're leaning into that front thigh, feeling the work here. Squeeze that imaginary beach ball behind you. Inhale, press into the ball above the head. Exhale, press into the ball behind you. If it bothers your shoulders to lift your arms all the way up and all the way back, shorten that range of motion. Press your beach ball right here and here. Now, adding our option to balance. Inhale. Hinging into javelin, lift off that back leg. Stabilize. Step back and move this at your own pace. Using the chair if you need to, just place your fingertips in front of you or the wall. Now try not to hold your breath. Take a big breath in to reach and breathe out to lift up and stabilize, drawing the belly in towards the spine. Working on balance is really important as we're starting to move into those icy winter months. Keeps us more stable on our feet. Let's do one more repetition. And hold your warrior 3. Use that chair if you need. Lift the back leg up and down. 7 and down. Pelvis is pretty level here, so try not to rotate. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Step back, reach the arms. Inhale, press the palms at heart center, and step forward. Exhale. So using our chair for a sun salutation if you need it. We'll be using it to place hands on top for downward facing dog, or you can move it away and just use your mat. So we'll inhale, circle sweep the arms out and up. Exhale and sink into chair pose. This is our intense pose, powerful pose. Arms can be up with that beach ball above the head, or down at heart center, pressing the palms like you're holding a small ball. Inhale, back up. Exhale, swan dive into forward fold, bringing your hands either to the floor or half lift forward fold with your hands on top of the chair. We're lengthening the backs of the legs. We'll inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, and either hands to the floor or to your chair, step back into a plank. So with hands on the chair, your arms are right underneath you. If you're on the floor, hands are underneath you from the knees or toes. And we'll flow through a half series vinyasa from the knees or toes. We'll bend the elbows in a little chaturanga, and extend into a baby cobra or up dog. Again, you can be on the floor or on the chair. Then tuck the toes, lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. So I'm previewing this first round using the chair so you can see how to use that. Hands can be on the floor as well. 3 breaths. Pressing your heels down into the earth. 1 more breath. And from downward facing dog, we'll inhale and lift the right leg back behind you. Exhale, step forward into lunge. Warrior 1, rise up. Now we'll add our warrior 3 from previously. Exhale, come into javelin or lift up into warrior 3. Step back into warrior 1, reach the arms, and we'll do our half series vinyasa. So I'll demonstrate on the chair. We bring the hands either to the top of the chair or to the floor. Step back to plank. Bend your elbows from the knees or toes, chaturanga. Extend into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back into downward dog. 3 breaths. Now, if you're using a chair, make sure that it's on your yoga mat so it's not sliding away from you during this phase. And then we'll lift the left leg up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step through. Warrior 1. Shift into javelin or come up into warrior 3. Step back into warrior 1, reach the arms. Place the hands to the floor or to your chair. We'll step back to plank 1 more time. Chaturanga, bend the elbows. Extend into cobra or up dog. Press back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Stretch through those shoulders. Then looking up towards the top of your mat, you can either step or do a little jump to bring your feet back up. Forward fold or half forward fold using your chair. And soften your knees. Rise up, reverse swan dive. Exhale into chair pose. Press palms at your heart, and we'll come to mountain. So if you want to continue using the chair, keep it right there through the sequence. We'll move it away and take all the poses without the chair. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. This is Sun Salutation B, Surya Namaskar B. Sit into chair pose. Utkatasana. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, swan dive into forward fold. Coming down, if you're on the chair, that's where your hands go. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor or chair, step back to plank. From the knees or toes, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Extend into baby cobra or upward facing dog. Press back to your down dog. Pressing into those heels, 3 breaths. Lifting the sitting bones up. Lengthening the back of the legs. Reach that right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step towards the top of your mat. Warrior 1. Inhale to reach. Exhale to come either into javelin. You can stay here or lift up into your warrior 3. We step back. Warrior 1, arms reach, beach ball. Exhale, hands to the chair or to the floor. Step back to plank. From the knees or the toes, bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Extending into baby cobra or upward facing dog on the tops of the feet. Exhale, lift the hips, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Pressing into the heels, 3 breaths. And it's okay to be using the chair for this pose. It's a wonderful way to get a great stretch through the shoulders without a lot of tension on your wrists. Lift that left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step forward into warrior 1. Square off your hips, beach ball above the head. Exhale into javelin or come up into warrior 3. Step back, warrior 1, reach. Hands to the floor or chair. Push back, 1 more plank. Nice and stable. Bend your elbows. Lower down, chaturanga. Extend into that spinal back bend. And lift the hips. 1 more down dog. Press into those heels, 3 breaths. Broaden through your shoulder blades. Relax your neck muscles. Then looking towards the top of the mat, either walk or take a little jump, bringing your hands up, forward bend. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, reach all the way up, extend through the fingertips. And 1 more chair pose, exhale. Press palms at your heart and rise up to stand. Mountain pose. Just close your eyes for a couple of breaths, check in, see how you're feeling. Just notice the effects of your practice today, elevating your heart rate a bit, lubricating your joints, clearing your mind, finding joy in your spirit. We'll come down onto the mat, moving back into barre training. We'll come into a Z-sit or a Pilates mermaid position. Coming down onto your mat, you have your knees bent at about 90 degrees with the front leg, 90 degrees with the side leg, and you're a little bit more over onto that right hip. We'll take the fingertips of the right hand out to the mat. Inhale, reach that arm up, open and stretch. And exhale and reach under. Just get a little twist here. And only one more time, reach up, open back. And reach under and rotate. Reach up and hold. And lower that arm down. Now, if you need your fingertips to stay on the mat for a little balance, you can keep them here. Otherwise, we'll just press the palms at your heart center, and I want you to push your hands into each other. So you're creating some tension here in your chest muscles. We'll slightly lean forward onto that right hip and lift your left leg off the floor. So we're going to lift that leg up and down, up and down. This is a tiny, tiny movement. If you're really finding this is difficult to lift up, come down to your elbow, and this will give you more space to lift and lower that leg. So this is fine. I'm still feeling it. Just get a little bit more core if you're up here balancing. Lift, lower, 3, and 2. And 1, set that knee down. Take a little counter stretch over. Good, coming back into that position, either holding here or reaching the hand or coming down to the elbow. Lift this leg up and hold it up. Could be just a couple of inches off the mat. And we'll press the foot behind us. Behind us. So my outer thigh is holding this leg up and my glute is squeezing to push the leg back. Lots of work. 6, 5, 4, 3. If you have palms, you're pressing in. 2 and 1. Set that knee down. Now we'll take this leg that we just worked and bring it in front and stretch the glute. So you can have the foot in front of the knee. You can cross it over. Ooh, I need that at the moment. So stretch that out. One more exercise on that side. So come back into that position, our mermaid. We're going to draw a square with this leg. So we'll lift up, go back, down, and forward. Up, back, down, and forward. You can be on the elbow, you can be up on the fingertips, or we can be here. Up, back, down, and forward. 4 more. Lift, press, down. 3. Good job, good job. 2. 1 more. Up, back, down, forward. Reverse, push, lift, forward and down. 7. 6. Now, if you're getting some cramping in your hip, you can do this with a straight leg. 4. 3, 2, one more, and relax. Press yourself up. We'll get one more stretch here. Bring that leg across and twist. So use this right arm to pull that leg in and elongate those muscles we just worked. Nice long spine in the twist, looking over that left shoulder. Now you know, good news and bad news. We're done with one side, but the bad news is we've got the other side to do. So come into your mermaid. Reach the fingertips out. Take a breath, open. Exhale and rotate, reach under, look behind you. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe up and hold. Relax the arm. You can stay here on the fingertips. You can come down to the elbow. You can press into the palms. Pick this leg up off the ground. We lift it up, down, up, down. So if you're up, you're not going to have much room to lift the leg. So this is okay to come down low. Gives you more space to lift and lower. Exhale. Exhale. 5, squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that knee down. Come into a side stretch. And back down. Choose your position here. Lift the leg. I have my foot flexed and push back and in. Back and in. Squeeze the glute. You might feel this in your hamstring behind the upper leg. Exhale, press. Exhale, 6, 5, 4. These aren't easy. 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Take this leg, either bring it in front of the shin or across. Just a brief twist. We have our squares. 8 moving one direction, 8 moving the other. Down on the elbow if you'd like. Knee bent, or you can straighten it if it feels better for you. So first one, we go up, back, down, and forward. Making a square with your knee. Abs are engaged. There's not a lot of movement of the pelvis here. 4 more this direction. If you're on your elbow, make sure you're not shrugging down, that you have everything lifted. If you need a break, you can take it. Otherwise, we're reversing, coming back, lift, forward, and down. Back, lift, 2. Really strengthening the glutes here. Good, keep breathing. Here's 4. Stay with me if you can. 4 more. And 3. 2. 1 more, push. And let's stretch that across. We'll hold it longer this time. Nice long spine, twist, look behind you. Ooh, sometimes the twist or the stretch feels almost as intense as the exercise. That burning feeling that you've got, a little lactic acid in the muscle there. All right, coming back to center, moving into Pilates mat. So we'll turn to the side, Place your feet down onto the floor. If you need a little something cushioning for your tailbone, if you're on a hardwood floor or sticky mat, you can take your blanket and give yourself a little padding underneath the tailbone. I know a couple of you that are my clients that need that little extra padding, myself included. All right. So we hinge back a little bit, create a nice long spine, reach the arms forward. Shoulder blades are down and back. And we'll extend the right leg out. We've got a small leg circle, so we go up, out, and around. Up, out, and around. Now if this feels a little too intense for your core, you can take your hands back behind you. Try not to lean into your hands, but just use them for a little bit of assistance. Up, out, and around. So the idea is to make the circle small and controlled so that you're not moving your pelvis. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg up, reach, tighten this quad. One more breath. Bend that knee and roll yourself up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, take it back. Now a lot of Pilates mat is in a C curve, but we tend to be rounded in our daily life. So let's not round this. Let's bring this to straight back. Extend your left leg. Good. Now with our circle, we lift, open, and around. Lift, open, and around. Usually in Pilates, we point our foot. It's like a little ballet dancer, but sometimes there's a few of us that get some toe cramps, foot cramps, or cramp up into the calf. So you can also flex this. This is fine. It actually works your shin muscle a little bit. 5, 4, stable core. 3, 2, one more circle. Then hold that leg up, reach, lengthen the spine. One more breath. Set your foot down and come up. Let's just take a little stretch over your legs. Open the knees out into butterfly and relax through the space. Little stretch for your low back. One more exercise here seated. Come back up, close your knees together. We'll hinge back. Feet can stay to the floor, or you can lift your feet up. We'll open one arm, extending it out. Inhale. Exhale, close it in. Other side, open. Close it in. 2 more each side. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one. Hold here. Maybe straighten the legs a little more. 3 breaths. Feet can be down. 2 breaths. 1 more. And rise. All right, we're coming down onto our back. If you need a little pillow for your head there, you can fold your blanket up and place it behind the head. We'll come into Pilates scissors. So we'll start by stretching through the right leg. We'll lift that up, pull behind the thigh, and extend your left leg down. Now your head can stay on the floor, or we can walk the hands up and stretch right here, flattening your back down towards the floor. Nice long legs. One more breath on this side. Then lower the head if it's up. Slowly change legs and we'll stretch on the left side. Head down or scoop the belly, lift the head, and we're pulling that leg in for a nice stretch, nice long legs. One more breath. If head is up, set it down. So our rhythm with our scissors is 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. Head can be up. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. On the 1 and 2, inhale. Exhale on the hold. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. 5 more. Head can drop. 4, 3, 2. 1 more. And hold. Head drops. Feet come to the floor. Hip rolls. So this is bridging. We're going to start in neutral. Tuck the pelvis. Push your lower back down into the floor. Press into the feet. Roll your hips up. Then starting from the uppermost vertebrae, roll the hips down, tucking the pelvis at the very last, then shifting back to neutral spine. Tuck, imprint, roll up, and roll down. 2 more repetitions, firing through the hamstrings and the glutes. One more time, starting from neutral. Tuck, imprint, roll up, and we hold it at the top. Now your hands can be on the floor. They can be on your pelvis. I want you to notice if your spine or in your pelvis is neutral and level across. Take those hips up and hold, down, up and hold, down. Lift and hold, down. 5 more, down. Squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, and 1. From the top of the spine, roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Shift back to neutral spine. Stack your knees in tabletop. Head can remain on the ground. We'll extend the right leg out, flex the foot, lift it up, lower it, and pull it back in with the toe point. Left leg, push it out, flex the foot, lift, lower, pull it in. Right leg. And in. Left leg, flex, lift, lower, and in. 2 more on each leg. Push, lift, lower, and in. Bracing the core at neutral. 1 more each side. Flex, lift, lower. Bring it in. And hold your table. Now your option here is to go with both legs at the same time. So we flex, push them out, lift them up, lower, point, and bring them back in. Now you can always stay on those single sides. Press it out. Lift, lower, bring it in. Press, lift. So in Pilates, you can stay in parallel with this, or you can laterally rotate your thighs with a little turnout. As you press the legs out, you can rotate them, bringing the backs of the inner thighs towards each other. 3 more reps, either single or double legs. Pelvis nice and stable. 2 more. Breathing, last one. And bring it in and hug your knees to your chest. Elbows out onto the mat, knees in tabletop. Drop your knees a little bit over to the right, then extend your legs to straight. You can turn your toes out, point, bring them back in, go over to the other side, left, extend your legs, bend, and come in. If it's too much strain on your lower back, you don't need to straighten the legs. You can just rotate side to side with the bent knees. Shoulders are really pressed into the mat. Slow and mindful movement. One more each side. And come center. Hug those knees into your chest. You can make some knee circles around. And then reverse. And then we'll come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So we'll bring our feet down towards the floor. Let the knees open for a little bit of a restorative pose as we begin to wind our practice down and come into some peaceful meditation. If this position is not comfortable for your lower back, you might try reversing that so you can bring your feet out and wide and let your knees touch in towards each other. So you're doing more of an inward rotation rather than an outward rotation. And just close your eyes and bring your mind to the breath. Begin to take some nice, slow, deep inhalations. And once the lungs are full with the breath, pause just slightly to retain the breath, to stop any movement. Then exhaling completely through the nose or the mouth. And once you've completely emptied the lungs, pause for a moment and stop. No movement of the breath. And we can add a rhythm to this. So my friend Joanne, I think you're with me today, Joanne. She discussed with me the square or the box breath. So let's inhale a count of 4. Pause and retain the breath, a count of 4. Exhale completely, a count of 4. 3, 2, 1. Pause and hold a count of 4. And then just continue that at your own pace. Your face is relaxed. Your jaw, eyelids, eyebrows, the neck and shoulders. Arms are heavy into the mat, being drawn towards the earth like a magnet. The belly floats up with the inhalation. Stabilizes as we hold the breath. Collapses down with the exhalation. And we pause to hold. Allow your legs to be heavy. Your hips rooted into the earth. And just continue this round of breathing, the square or box breath. A few more repetitions. Then eventually let your breath return to a normal flow in and out through the nose. And today in class, I would like to take a few moments of silence in honor of Ella Major and the family of our special friend, Chris Norman Major, Tom Major, and Melissa Major. We take this moment of silence to celebrate the life of Ella and sending peace to the Major family. Take a few more breaths, just celebrating the lives of those who have gone on before us, our loved ones. And remaining here as long as you'd like, or preparing to rise, close your knees together slowly, carefully. And bring one arm above your head and roll onto that side, stacking the knees. When you feel ready, using the strength of your arms, press yourself up and come into a comfortable seat. Once you arrive seated, Lengthen your spine, sitting tall. We'll take a breath in together, sweep the arms up. Side stretch over to the right. Breathe up. Lower the arms. Breathe in. Side stretch to the left. Breathe in. And lower the arms. One more breath to bring the palms of the hands together. Thumbs come to the heart. It is my honor and my pleasure to serve you today. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone.